Ever felt like you were getting closer to someone only to watch them slip away like sand through your fingers? It's like trying to hold on to water. The tighter you grasp, the faster it slips through your fingers. But fear not. In this captivating exploration, we'll unravel the enigma of why they pull away when you're getting close, revealing the secrets of maintaining the spark and keeping the flame alive in your relationships. Buckle up, because it's about to get intriguing. Number 10. History of disappointments. People carry their emotional baggage like a suitcase full of memories. If someone has a history of disappointments in their past relationships, it can become a significant player in the pulling away game. It's a self-defense mechanism. Their minds recall their past letdowns and try to shield themselves from the possibility of history repeating itself. They might fear investing too much emotionally, worried it could come to an end in another letdown. It's a survival strategy, not a conscious decision to hurt you. Understanding this psychological aspect is crucial to navigating these tricky waters. To bridge the gap, communication is your best friend. Encourage them to reevaluate their fears and consciously choose to let go of the past, embracing the present. It's not an overnight fix, but with patience and understanding, you can rewrite the narrative and build a stronger connection. Number 9. Scared of love bombing. Imagine someone showering you with affection, compliments, and attention. Sounds dreamy, right? Well, not for everyone. Love bombing, the excessive display of affection and attention, can trigger alarm bells for some individuals. They fear it's too good to be true, questioning the authenticity of the feelings involved. Psychologically speaking, it's related to attachment styles. Love bombing can trigger anxieties for those with an avoidant attachment style. They may feel suffocated by the intensity and create emotional distance as a way to regain a sense of control. Balance is key here. Gradually ease into the expressions of love, allowing them to adjust without feeling overwhelmed. Create a safe space where they can share their concerns without judgment. Understanding each other's boundaries is crucial for building a healthy and lasting connection. Number 8. Difference in end goals. Have you recently discussed your plans for the future? What are you willing to focus on in the upcoming years? If yes, this could be an indirect reason for them pulling away. When the realization hits that your paths may be headed in different directions, they can resist further attachment. The difference in end goals can create a sense of impending doom. It's not about the love shared, but the practicality of a future together. The person might withdraw, fearing the inevitable heartbreak when the clash of goals becomes too evident. Understanding and respecting each other's ambitions is key. If compromise isn't feasible, it might be a tough pill to swallow, but acknowledging the misalignment early on can save you both from prolonged heartache. It's not about changing your path for someone else, but finding a route that harmonizes both your journeys. Remember, the most beautiful relationships are the ones where two people with distinct goals find a way to walk side by side. Number 7. Lack of compatibility. When compatibility issues surface, it's like a puzzle with pieces that refuse to connect. Their minds might race with questions. Are we on the same wavelength? Can our differences coexist harmoniously? The fear of an incompatible future can cast a shadow over the relationship, leading to a retreat. Psychologically, we are drawn to those who share similar values and interests. This similarity creates a sense of comfort and understanding. When compatibility is lacking, the brain might perceive it as a threat to emotional safety, triggering a defensive response. Understanding that differences can complement rather than clash is crucial. Embrace the diversity in your relationship, finding ways to make it a strength rather than a stumbling block. If, despite efforts, the compatibility mismatch is too significant, it might be a signal to reevaluate the long-term viability of the relationship. Number 6. Communication gap. When words become scarce, the mind starts weaving its narratives. They might wonder, are we on the same page? Do they understand me? The fear of being misunderstood or not being able to express oneself can lead to a retreat. A communication gap is like a slowly growing crack in a wall. Initially subtle, it can widen over time, creating emotional distance. A lack of understanding can breed frustration and a sense of being unfulfilled, prompting someone to pull back to preserve their emotional well-being. If you sense a pullback due to communication issues, it's time to open up the conversation channels. Express your feelings, concerns, and desires honestly. Listen actively to understand, not just to respond. Number 5. Presence of other options. When someone perceives an array of possibilities, the fear of missing out or the allure of novelty can trigger them to reconsider the depth of their current connection. The presence of other options can be like a magnetic force pulling someone away. It's not necessarily a reflection of dissatisfaction, but a curiosity about unexplored possibilities. This curiosity can create a wedge, making the person question the depth of their commitment and prompting a step back. If the presence of other options is creating a pullback, it's time to talk openly about desires, expectations, and the future. Discuss the exclusivity of your relationship and what commitment means to both of you. However, it's crucial to acknowledge that sometimes the allure of other options might signal a misalignment in long-term goals. If this is the case, it's essential to evaluate whether your paths are headed in the same direction. Number 4. Fear of commitment. Reluctance to commit can stem from various fears and concerns, making someone reassess the depth of their connection. They might get confused with questions like, "Am I ready for this level of commitment? What does commitment mean for my personal freedom?" The fear of losing independence or stepping into the unknown can prompt a retreat. The reluctance to commit can create a rift, a gap between shared dreams and individual aspirations. It's not necessarily a rejection of the relationship, but a pause to evaluate whether the commitment aligns with their personal goals. This internal struggle can lead to a step back for self-reflection. It's essential to be on the same page. If one person is eager for commitment while the other is hesitant, finding a middle ground or understanding each other's timelines becomes crucial. Rushing into a commitment or pressuring someone can backfire, so patience is key. Number 3. Mixed signals. Mixed signals can create confusion, and when it comes to relationships, confusion can be the arch nemesis. The uncertainty can make someone second-guess the nature and depth of the connection, prompting them to take a step back. Mixed signals are like a fog settling in on the relationship highway. It can blur the vision, making it challenging to see where the connection is headed. The person might pull away to gain clarity, seeking a clearer path to navigate through the ambiguity. If the signals resemble a cryptic code, it's time to have an open and honest conversation. Ask them about their intentions, share your feelings, and seek clarification on any confusing aspects. Number 2. Your ideas don't align. Misaligned ideas can create a sense of disconnection, making someone reassess the compatibility of the relationship. When your ideas chart different courses, their minds become a bustling marketplace of thoughts. Can we find common ground? How essential are shared beliefs in the grand scheme? The divergence in ideas can spark a re-evaluation of the relationship's long-term viability. Find common ground where possible and acknowledge and respect the differences where you can't. It's about creating a space where both individuals feel heard and valued, even if their ideas diverge. However, if the differences are fundamental and irreconcilable, it might be a signal to reassess the relationship's long-term compatibility. Sometimes, despite the emotional closeness, significant disparities in core beliefs can lead to long-term challenges. Number 1. Insecurities take over. Am I good enough for this person? Will they eventually see my flaws? The fear of vulnerability and rejection can trigger a defensive mechanism, leading to a step back. The person might pull away as a self-protective measure, trying to shield themselves from potential emotional hurt. The fear that their insecurities might burden the relationship can lead to a withdrawal. Psychologically, insecurities often stem from early life experiences and attachment styles. The brain's threat detection system, shaped by past experiences, can become hyperactive in situations that evoke vulnerability. This heightened sensitivity can lead to defensive responses, such as pulling away. Reassurance and validation play key roles. Remind them of their value and highlight the positive aspects of the relationship. Foster an environment where vulnerability is embraced and imperfections are seen as part of the beautiful tapestry of the connection. If you've made it this far, comment down below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.